The Great Reset explained, and it'll be delivered by drone. Originally developed for the military and aerospace industries, drones, also referred to as UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles, operate without a pilot on board and with different levels of autonomy that range from remotely piloted, that is, a human controls its movements, to advanced autonomy, whereby it relies on a system of sensors and detectors to calculate its movements. They can be as large as an aircraft or as small as a mosquito. Drones can therefore carry out a wide and impressive range of tasks, and in recent years have found their way into mainstream usage. Examples include commercial photography and videography in the entertainment industry, all the way through to the delivery of medical supplies by humanitarian aid agencies. It can be argued, however, that we should not fully entrust ourselves to these technologies or their companies. A fleet of drones in the hands of a rogue industry is just as dangerous as in the hands of an enemy nation. During World War II, the role of technology was key in the implementation of the Nazis' plan. For example, the IBM database. As an IBM subsidiary, the HOMAG became the main provider of computing expertise and equipment in Nazi Germany, giving the government the means for which to carry out 2 official censuses of the population after 1933 and for searching its data. Consequently, the Nazis had a way of tracing Jews and those they considered dissidents using the powerful automated search tools of the IBM machines. The technology was rapid and efficient, and the Gestapo, the secret police of the Third Reich, used this method throughout occupied Europe to locate and arrest victims, resulting in a greater loss during the Holocaust. Here, it's important to note that punch card technology was replaced gradually by electronic data processing from the 1960s. The second example, Porsche. German automobile manufacturer Porsche specializes in high-performance sports cars, SUVs, and sedans. An important contributor to the German war effort during World War II, Porsche was involved in the production of advanced tanks such as the Elephant, self-propelled guns, and the Panzer VIII Maus super heavy tank, as well as other weapon systems including the V1 flying bomb. Hitler utilized the tanks in his fast-moving panzer divisions that enabled him to quickly take over much of Europe using a tactic called blitzkrieg, meaning lightning war. Conclusion. In his book, New Dark Age, British technologist James Bridle offers us a warning against a future in which the promise of a new, technologically assisted utopia may just deliver its opposite, an age of uncertainty, fear, surveillance, and the hollowing out of the human experience. Indeed, for decades, concerned professionals such as these, and politicians alike, have argued against holding the use of consumer-driven technologies to a different moral standard than the conventional weapons they're descendant from. A fleet of delivery drones could easily be turned into a swarm and utilized to unleash terror on human populations on an unprecedented level, leading up to, and even, genocide. This is especially likely to occur in a technocracy, that is, a society or government whereby power is vested in an elite of technical experts rather than democratically elected officials. It is therefore highly disconcerting to see America's, indeed the world's, largest technology companies, namely Google, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Microsoft, listed as World Economic Forum partners and also actively involved as part of the Inner Circle, the foreword to Klaus Schwab's book on the Fourth Industrial Revolution having been written by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. We as consumers and citizens should therefore be aware of the collective power we give in using these technologies and extremely wary of the role that the technology companies would play in implementation of the World Economic Forum's Agenda 2030.